Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm doing a review of the Rossi Nails Glam Powder Trial Kit. The company sent me this kit to try out and give my true and honest review on the product, so that is what I'm doing for you guys today. So this is what the kit looks like when it first comes out of the packaging, and I really do like the packaging. It's very cute and simple. So the first thing I pulled out is the actual powder, and then they have the 3 polishes that come with it: the top coat, the base coat, and an activator for the powder. So each of the bottles are numbered by like their steps. I have steps 2 through 4. Step 1 is a primer for your nails, which I guess you would need mostly if you were putting the powder on your regular nails. And then step 5 I think is cuticle oil, which really isn't needed for me because I have some. So this is the dip powder I will be using today. It is in the color Honeymoon. It's like a nice nude pink, very girly but still very like neutral. Definitely one of my go-to colors. So I just took off the protective lid, and now I'm just stirring it with a clean wooden stick that usually comes in like basic nail kits. So I already glued and filed my fake nails on, so now I was just going in with the base coat and then dipping my nail right into that powder, and then taking this brush, which I definitely should not have used. And this is where things got a little funny, guys. I will be completely honest. I didn't really look up like how to properly use dip powder, and I just kind of figured I knew what I was doing. I was just gonna go ahead and test it out, and I just completely messed everything up. So what you guys see me doing right now is just completely failing, but I will show you guys how to properly do dip powder on your nails, and it comes out very nice and clean. But I just wanted to tell you guys that I actually messed up, and at first I was thinking that the products weren't working, and I was like trying to figure out what was going on. So when you put the base coat on, you're supposed to dip your nail in and then just kind of tap off that excess powder, and then you go back in with the base coat and re-dip it and reapply, which is not what I did. I was putting the applicator on and then trying to re-dip it, and that was just completely wrong. The applicator is used to set that powder, so it's not building up any powder or anything, and I just kept piling that stuff on. Like, I really don't know what I was doing, and I was getting really confused and like nervous. I was like, dang, like I don't want to do like a review and say like I didn't like these products or they didn't really work out well, the color didn't show a lot. I was like, there has to be something like I'm doing wrong or something, and I just wanted to take the time to stop what I was doing, even though I kept going for a little bit afterwards, which was a mistake. I just wanted to stop and actually figure out what I was doing wrong. So I actually looked at some other tutorial videos of how to use dip powder, and then I came back and redid it, because once I moved on, still doing the horrible process, things just kept getting worse. As you guys can kind of see, the powder was like starting to clump up and just getting like really nasty and like changing different colors, I think because like the brush that I was using had a little bit of makeup left on it, whatever. And then I still decided to keep going, and then I went in with the top coat again, me not taking the time to really figure out how these products work and stuff. So I went and I was putting the top coat on, and things were going fine. But then I went to dip in again, and all of a sudden like my brush just went solid. Like the bristles got all clumped together, they weren't moving anymore, and I was just like, are you serious? Like, what is going on? And you guys can see in the corner they added some extra tips, like brush tips in the pack, and these little white pads. So I was like, okay, I can just swap out the tip and put a new one on. So the one that you see that I'm using right now is actually a new brush that I put on, and the old one is sitting outside of the bag. So again, I didn't realize that after you use the brush, you're supposed to wipe it off on those white pads so it doesn't stick together and seize up like that. So this is what my nails looked like after my pretty bad attempt, and like I said, it doesn't look like horrible. Like the products are really good, so it still gave me a decent product, but I knew that that was not how it was supposed to be. So I'm here to show you guys now how to properly use dip powder and produce a really nice set of nails. So I decided to take off one of my nails and just do a reattempt on one finger and really walk you guys through the step of the process. So again, I'm just stirring up the powder to make it all even and smooth, and I'm going in with my base coat, then the activator, then the top coat. So I'm just replacing the nail and popping that back on. Then I'm just gonna follow it up as normal and move on to adding the base coat. So starting with the base coat, you want to start with a nice even and thin layer of the polish and then immediately dip it into the powder. And I take my time dipping it in the powder just to make sure that it goes in nice and smoothly, and then I'm taking my wooden stick and just tapping off the excess powder off the sides. And now this is how it should look after being dipped into the powder for the first time. Very nice and smooth and clean. So then I'm going back in with the base coat again, making a nice thin even layer, and then going back immediately dipping it in the powder again, taking it out and brushing off the excess powder with my stick. Now you should also brush off that extra powder off of your finger. For whatever reason I didn't, but it didn't make a big impact, so I'm not really worried about it right now, but you should definitely brush that off. So I'm dipping my nails in the powder 3 times. I just added my third base coat and now I'm dipping it for the 3rd time. This is just to produce a darker color, so the more you dip the powder, the darker the color will come. So for like lighter colors like this, you want to dip it a few times to really see what that true color is. So now I'm going in with the activator, fully coating the nail to make sure it gets all over, and this basically just hardens and seals that powder in and gives a nice matte finish. So I put that on and then cleaned up my nails, and this is what it is looking like. I'm sure you guys can drastically see the difference between my old nail and the new one. This powder gives more of an acrylic feel to my nail. It's definitely super strong and sturdy. So now I'm just going in with another layer of the activator and making sure to brush it all over the nail just to really seal it in and harden that nail. Like I said, it made me feel like I was wearing acrylic nails again. Like it really looked like I had went to the nail salon and got my nails done. So lastly, I'm putting on the top coat, and my brush was hard again, but I just gave up on swapping them out. And I'm just putting a nice even layer of the top coat on my nails, and this stuff dried really quickly, like basically instantly it dried, and I really did like that because it was really quick and fast to get these nails done. And this is what it's looking like, and as you guys can see, it's a little darker and thicker than the rest of my nails, so you guys can kind of tell the difference. And I just went to 2 top coats just to make it really nice and glossy, and this is what you're supposed to do after you use the brush and put it back. So this is what my nail is looking like, and I just set it under the lamp for 60 seconds and it was completely dry when I took it out. Really didn't take long. Super nice, smooth and shiny. I really like the results of this, and the more I looked at my nails, the nicer I liked it, and I really wanted to redo my other ones now that I properly did the techniques of how the dip powder is supposed to work. And then here I just kind of did a comparison to how I normally do my nails, just putting on some tips and painting them, and you guys can drastically see the difference in that quality. I really enjoyed using this dip powder, and I definitely want to try out some different colors that they have. They have so many different colors to offer, so I'm really excited. These are my final results of the nail. Again, I'm super pleased, and I just want to say thank you again to Rossi Nails for sending me this product to review. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.